My vocation story starts November 6, 1967. That's the day I was born. I'm not bragging about that date because of my age, but because that day I was baptized. And my baptism, my mother taught me, was something that I needed to really invest myself into. So when I was a little boy, water was real important to me. And I thought, wow, the swimmer, he reaches a peak and he's excited and he wins the race. And then you grow up and you learn about a journey. People always say we're on this Christian journey. And you get excited because like the guy who climbs the mountain, he reaches a peak and he completes his journey. And as I got older, on my way to religious life and the priesthood, I thought about my baptismal call and the water and my Christian journey and found there was something missing. And I realized, I brought my old African-American Creole self to the monastery. And with myself becomes the understanding that with my baptism and in my Christian journey, the one thing that is clearest to me is that I'm a young man who, being of Creole descent, being of African-American descent, I'm a man of the dance. And for me, that's what religious life has been. My baptismal journey, my baptismal call, living out my baptism and living out my religious life has all become a dance for me. It's a dance with the divine. It's a dance that allows me, yes, to reach a peak like the professional swimmer and reach a peak like the guy climbing the mountain. But in the dance, when you reach the peak, you're at a point where you say, wow, I got a partner. And you forget about everybody else in the room and you gaze at your partner. And in that moment that you peak and the music's playing and your dance partner and you are in sync, you say, wow, this is a wonderful relationship. And sometimes you change partners during the dance and sometimes the music changes. Sometimes you take an intermission. Sometimes the dance slows down. If you know anything about the second line, it's even a sorrowful dance at moments. But what never changes in that dance from beginning to end is the relationship. So for me, my solemn profession means that my relationship has reached a peak, but I get to keep on dancing. See, the journey didn't work for me because heaven is not a place. And the water is good, but sometimes I'm not in that water swimming. So for me, again, it's the dance and the relationships.